Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
All right. Hey, I'm Vinny with MV2 Investments. I'm the V in the MV. We came up with MV2 because we thought it'd be cool. We saw other companies that had like 2 letters and a number, so that's basically why we did that. And it's my business partner initial, Mark, and then me, Vinny, and there's 2 of us. That's how it started. So we are commercial real estate developers. What you're sitting in right now, this is actually our most latest project. We'll go outside and check it out. But we are building in Mooresville, North Carolina, in downtown specifically. We're revitalizing the downtown. This is an old historic mill town. And what we're sitting in right now is the first mill built in the late 1800s in downtown Mooresville. The whole town basically built up to support it alongside 2 other mills. We tried to save it. We couldn't, because you could literally walk in the building, pull brick off the walls. It was crumbling, and the engineers said no go. So what we did was we ended up tearing it down. We repurposed a lot of materials, and we rebuilt this brand new phenomenal mill called Mill 1, and rebranded it as such because it was the first mill. We're a team of 4. It's me, Mark, Amy, and my mom, Leanne. It's fantastic. All have the same high-level vision of what we want to do with the downtown. And we're executing, and we're having fun doing it. So here we are. The map you see in front of me, we won't go into any detail on it today, but this is a map of downtown Mooresville, and we've plotted all of our projects on here, what's coming, what we're targeting, stuff like that, and just executing on that pretty much on a daily basis. We approach things a little differently than other developers because, like me personally, I was never a developer by trade before getting into this. I was a commercial real estate finance guy. But all the investment properties I had bought and owned prior to getting into development down here, I always wanted the tenants to live in a building where I would want to live. So I would fix them up, and some of the areas I owned properties in Los Angeles were pretty rough, and I didn't care, because no matter where you are, there's good people that are looking for a good home, and that was the approach I took. So I've carried that over into development, and we're all on the same page in our office and organization, and so we are building legacy product. We know this is going to be here for a long time. We're not willing to cut on quality, even though everything's so expensive right now, which is making it really difficult, but we're still executing and providing really high quality housing for people to live in and call their own. And what we're also doing is we're creating a destination for this downtown. This building in particular is 4 stories. The first floor is all retail, and floors 2 through 4 are residential. And what we did was we handpicked basically every single retail tenant that came into this building. It took a little bit longer than a normal lease up because of it, but we wanted business owners that were going to put their heart and soul into this downtown and into their business, just like we were. And that's basically what we've accomplished. All 32,000 square feet of the retail are now leased up, which is great. We've got 5 restaurants, all high quality, all Lake Norman locals that own them and operate them, and some of them have really big cult followings, so the residents are pretty excited. I'm pretty excited, selfishly. And then we've got some office tenants on one side of the building. When we get outside, it makes more sense. Liberty Mutual's coming in, which is a big time tenant, which is nice to have in the building. Ivy Rehab, they're a big rehab facility. They're coming in. We've got a mom and pop salon and spa, and when I say mom and pop, it's super high quality. Just to name kind of a couple of the establishments we have in here. So you can tell, the reason I'm telling you all that, this isn't a Mill 1 specific video, but it tailors to that legacy build, right? That we really care about downtown, and we want it to be something that is talked about throughout the Carolinas, really. I think the other thing I want to talk to you guys about is we have a passion for purpose, and you know, there's a lot of people that do what we do that throw buildings up to make a buck, and we do make money, but we actually care more about the purpose of what we're doing rather than worrying about the bottom line all the time, if that makes any sense at all. You know, when you do things in your life that have purpose, a sense of purpose, the money will come. That's just how. So in a sense, we're also trying to give back to the community at large, and not just in it for ourselves. And we've found a lot of success this way. We're pretty happy with what we've built. So I think what we're gonna do, Miller, if you agree, maybe we'll take this conversation outside, go show you Mill 1 so you can see what I'm talking about, and then talk a little bit more. Here's Mill 1 behind me now. This is our most recent project. We delivered this to market in October of 2021. You can see the first floor here is all commercial. You can see signs starting to pop up for each of the businesses. A lot of them are still getting permits or building out, so they're not quite open yet. Only one is at this time, but they're gonna start opening here in the next few months. And then all the upstairs is all luxury apartments, 90 units. You can see by the quality, this is who we are. And we built this project as not only a catalyst to the downtown to revitalize and put new life down here, but also we wanted to show people who we were and where our heart was, because we built this with our heart and soul. So we just want to come outside and show it to you. Now this town is going nuts, and it's probably one of the hottest towns in all of North Carolina. A lot of people are moving here from Charlotte. If you've heard of North Carolina, you're thinking about moving here, you may have heard the word Mooresville, North Carolina. We're also in Car City, basically, which is fitting for a car guy, right? Me and Mark, both car guys, so it's pretty awesome. Behind you, actually, speaking of cars, is a mural that was just finished by Sydney. She's an artist down in Charlotte, and she was hired by the town. Look at this thing. So we got Mill 1, which is beautiful, and then the town goes ahead and reinvests in this gorgeous mural. Lowe's worldwide headquarters is located right here in this town, a couple miles south of here. They actually are the ones that put up the money to do this mural. Awesome. And I think it was north of $100,000 to get this done. So talk about massive reinvestment for public arts. It's incredible. And that's just a small piece of what this town is reinvesting back into it, which I just love to see. Even standing right here, what's funny is you can look up the street, you'll see a gray building across the street there. You see a big mill sticking up behind that building there. All the projects that we're gonna be building, you can actually see from right here, and all the projects we're gonna bring out of the ground are similar quality to Mill 1, so pretty cool. And actually the same is on the other side. You can actually stand in front of Mill 1 and see our projects, one is which is fully framed, huge up on Main Street, about 4 blocks away. So, I mean, when I say our heart and soul's in this town, we're here, we are here every day, we're building some cool stuff, and we're excited about it, so we wanna share that with you. Basically what it comes down to is when we first came to this town, we started with a project up the street called North Main Village. It was 72 units, and we had to get the property rezoned in order to build. Same with this. And one of the things we mentioned to all the commissioners and the town board was, you know, when we're done with what we're about to do up here, when you hear Mooresville, North Carolina, you're gonna think of downtown. You're not gonna think of the big beautiful lake. And that's exactly what's happening. Is this downtown is becoming so popular from both bars, restaurants, livable now, business friendly, that now when you hear Mooresville, people are actually thinking downtown, which is awesome. And so that's our ultimate goal. Obviously we want all of Mooresville to be successful, but why wouldn't you want to live right here, come downstairs and have like 30 different restaurant options? I mean, that sounds pretty cool to me. And you know, we're only about 30-minute commute to Charlotte. Yep. And about 40 minutes to the airport. Really great location, good place to live. Hey, so we're the backside of Mill 1. The way we designed this building actually is to activate the backside of it. So you'll see all the commercial on the first floor dumps back here, and there's a lot of outdoor space. So for example, this is Jason from Barrel and Fork. He's got a really popular restaurant down in Cornelius, and this is gonna be a high-end seafood restaurant with a raw oyster bar, fresh seafood. I mean, oysters flown in all over the country. He's gonna have 2 high-end cocktail bars in here, one of which is gonna be outside on this patio space. He's gonna have this big permanent awning fixture that comes out here where if it's raining, the thing senses it's raining and actually automatically shuts. Just really cool, a lot of really awesome investment from him. And he's gonna have 190 seats in his restaurant. So if you think about it, he's one of many tenants of many restaurants that are coming in here. So you can see how on a nice day like this, or even nighttime, it's just gonna be packed. And there's gonna be so much activity. Now here's the catch, watch this. If you turn this way, we have a brand new amphitheater. The band Parmalee already played here back in 2021. It's currently quiet only because they're finishing phase 2 of the park renovation, which is another $9 million addition. They're doing a covered basketball court that turns into a farmer's market on the weekends. They're doing a very large sensory playground for the kids. They're doing an interactive water feature, and they're doing walking trails that goes all through the backside there across the creek. So really cool investment from the town there as well. So you can see how you're out here. They've got a national act playing in here, which I know there's actually a lot that the town's lining up for that amphitheater. And imagine you're eating at your restaurant and you're watching like Michael McDonald out here, or Pat Benatar, or, you know, whatever, Spin Doctors, right? So that's that was the intent of the design behind this building. We wanted to create something we were proud of that was live, work, play, and I think we accomplished just that.